and welcome back to Libib's BookTube channel. I'm Kaylin, and today the video that I am doing is a book review of The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. If you want to go see my full-length written review, I will leave it on the Libib app. So if you haven't followed me already, it is Miss Kaylin, all lowercase, one word, and I will leave a link in the description box below where you can find that more easily. And with that being said, I'm going to get into the review of The Darkest Minds. I'm going to have a non-spoiler review, and then I'm going to have a spoilery section, and I will let you guys know when that will happen. The book starts off where Ruby is 10 years old, and it's her 10th birthday, and things just kind of go to crap because there is a plague that kind of just wipes out the children, and all the children that are left have superpowers. And she doesn't really know this at this point in time, but she gets taken to a rehabilitation center, which is basically a modern day concentration camp for children. She gets in, she is classified as a green, and she keeps on the down low side when deep down she is an orange. Their abilities are classified as colors, greens being the smartest and kind of just like the low end. Then it goes blues, yellows, orange, and reds, and the orange and reds are very dangerous to society because oranges can control other people's minds and thoughts and feelings, and that just kind of messes everyone up. So we take off where Ruby is at this concentration camp. She basically escapes with a woman named Kate, and she is with another boy as well, and his name is Martin. He's also an orange. They take a little pit stop, and that's when Ruby runs away, and that's all I'm gonna really get into for the non-spoilery section. My overall thoughts and feelings is that this book had me so hooked from the prologue and the first chapter. It was just mind-blowing to be so hooked to a book. I haven't really felt like that with the past few books I've read, and it was just such a refreshing feeling to have. There were also a few really dry parts where it was just kind of boring, nothing was happening. I did deduct a half star from that, but overall I really loved and enjoyed this book. So if you haven't read The Darkest Minds already by Alexandra Bracken, I would highly recommend so. I ended up giving it a 4.5 out of 5 stars, and you can check out my written review, like I said, on Libib's app. So to get into the more spoilery section, so if you haven't read the book or don't want to be spoiled, see you later. I'll see you in the next video, and I'll see you next time. Now is time for some awesome spoilers. I'm going to start talking about the characters now, and I really loved Chubbs. He is like my homeboy, and I would love to go out and just hang out with him and BS about life, and I think that would be really fun with him. I also really liked Liam, and I loved how he was like our love interest. I really liked that he was such a good guy, and he wasn't just like the annoying cliche bad boy, which, oh yes. And then I also loved Zoo, because Zoo can't speak, so her character was kind of interesting. I loved how the other characters interacted with her, and that was just kind of a cool aspect that I really liked. So, with Ruby on the run, this part of the book was just boring as heck. I didn't really care for just the traveling and then almost getting catched by Kate and her clan, and I was just kind of over that point. There were a few points that almost had me in tears, and that was when we discover what happens on Ruby's 10th birthday and that her parents were arguing and she wakes up. So when her parents don't know who she is, they don't even know who the heck Ruby is, and they don't even know who her own daughter is, it just like made me so heartbroken, and it just made me wanna cry. That part was really gosh darn emotional. But once they finally get to the East River and meet the man who is in charge of the Slip Kid, Clancy, did not like him from the beginning. I did not like him at all, and then we get into more of Clancy, and I hated him so hard. The whole scene where he is just getting into her mind and she passes out, I'm like, that is so rapey, it is unbelievable. That scene made me so mad, and I'm like, I hate you, Clancy, just leave. And then at this point, Zoo has already left camp, and so Liam, Chubbs, and Ruby are trying to escape, and then he like starts controlling her mind again, and I was like, I did not like him from the beginning when he was like, I will teach you the ropes of how to be an orange and how to control your powers. And I'm like, you are an evil dictator, sir. No. No, bad boy. And so I just didn't like him from the beginning, and then all the events leading up to like the whole village burning down and how he controlled that one girl and she was bleeding all over her hands, and came into the cabin and was like, Clancy needs you, and everyone's like, don't do it. But Ruby is like so mind tripped by him and goes and does it. And then we get to the scene where like all the cabins are burning and all the people are coming, and I'm just like, pray for Liam, pray. And I was like, he had to make it out alive. There was no way. And I was just rooting for Liam so hard. And then Chubbs, Liam, and Ruby are all reunited and it feels so good. And then Alexandra Bracken likes to take our hearts and stomp them on the ground again. She literally stomped my heart so hard in the last couple chapters of the book. Chubbs gets shot, I'm kind of sad and upset, and then she calls the panic button, and I was like, no, you're not supposed to do that, Ruby, no. And then Ruby and Liam's talk just about had me in tears. I about cried. It was bad. It was very bad because she's like, tell me the story, and then she goes and erases his memory. But dang, it had to be so sad because it would just be so awful if someone were to just erase you out of the memories and then you were stuck with all the memories that you guys had together. And like, I pray for Never Fade so much that we get back with Liam and then Liam and Ruby can be together and just so many feels. Alexandra Bracken just gave me so many feels. So that's why I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars. It was such an excellent book. I can't wait to read on the series. I also have the short novellas, and I don't know if I should read the one that goes in between The Darkest Minds and Never Fade. I don't know if that will spoil it, so if you know anything about that, will it spoiler me for Never Fade, or if it doesn't, please let me know because I would really like to read on with the series, and I can't wait to eventually finish the series someday. It's gonna be a heartbreaking series, I feel like. Anyways, that is it for today's video. What other bookish videos would you like to see on this channel? Leave it in the comment box below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and let all your friends know that Libib has a booktube account here on YouTube. And anyways, I will see you next time with a new bookish video.